Three teenage boys from Texas was arrested after they forced a 16-year-old mentally disabled girl to sleep with them inside of a school bathroom. The girl said, "They followed me in the bathroom and came into the stall with me. And when I tried to leave out, one of the boys pushed me up against the back of the wall and told me to stop. And then he told me to touch his private parts. And I said no. So he took my hand and made me do it. Then he told me to take my shirt off and lift my bra up. And I did it because I was alone. I did it because I was scared. And I thought if I listened to him, he would let me leave. But he didn't. And I told him, I'm not like this. I don't do things like this." But he didn't care. He started touching my chest and he told me to pull my pants down. And he stuck his fingers inside of me. I didn't like it. I told him he was hurting me, but he didn't listen. He didn't care about what I said. An arrest warrant says the three teenage boys took turns standing outside of a Cedar Hill High School bathroom and acted as lookouts while the 16-year-old girl was assaulted. A spokesman for Cedar Hill Independent School District said, "We have investigated and handled this situation according to our code of conduct and the law." Listen, this 16-year-old girl is already dealing with enough. Now she got to deal with trying to process what happened to her and if it was her fault or not. And I pray to God she don't blame herself and think it was something that she did, because it wasn't. This was completely out of her control. And the ages of these three boys are 19, 17, and 17. In my opinion, these are adults. Can't nobody tell me that these three right here didn't know exactly what they was doing. Listen to me. In the book of Proverbs, the scripture says, "Whoever closes his ear to the cry of the poor will himself call out and not be answered." When did we get to the point to where we could see someone reaching their hand out for help and just turn our head and walk away? There's consequences for ignoring the cries of someone in need. You see, society has programmed us to say things like, "That ain't my business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's on them." You wasn't created that way. How did we become so desensitized to the suffering of other people? Look here. Whatever you put out into this universe is going to come back to you. Don't you know the same hurt and pain that you giving out to others is going to come back to you? And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that just because y'all went into the bathroom stall and violated her, that I'm saying that somebody is going to automatically come into your bathroom stall and violate you. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the situation might be different, but that hurt and that pain that you put out there, that's going to be the same. Because see, you got a mama, you got cousins, you might have a daughter. Everything that you do might not come back to you, but it might go to the person closest to you. So you got to be careful how you treat people. Sometimes karma ain't going to come to you. Sometimes your karma could go to the person you love the most.